Good evening, dear TV friends of Divine Mercy Radio Television, and welcome today to another interesting program here at Dmrtv Debate, Dmrtv Debate, where we bring to you thrilling ideas, intellectual maneuvers of all and everything that has to concern societal issues, where we bring to you here debates, arguing on societal issues, moral concepts, and bringing about clarifications on some misconceptions about some societal issues in our society. And today, for our debate today, we are going to be arguing on artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. Artificial intelligence is the focus of our debate topic for today, and where we shall be delving into an intellectual basis, an intellectual task, bringing out the flaws of artificial intelligence, bringing out the benefits of artificial intelligence, bringing out what is artificial intelligence, the place of artificial intelligence in our world, in our society. And here at the studios of Divine Mercy Radio Television are our very venerable brothers from St. John Paul II Major Seminary, Bachondine Manfi, who have come to grace us this day for this debate with their own intellectual know-how on the subject matter. We are pleased to have them here. We are going to be having those who are going to be arguing for the motion that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity, and we have those who are going to be arguing against the motion that artificial intelligence is not a curse to humanity. We beg on you to stay tuned as we bring to you interesting programs on this debate today. But before we take our jingle, let's introduce to you the panelists for today. To my left, we have those arguing for the motion. We have Brother Boris Otia of the Philosophy 2 class, that is second year philosophy, and we have Brother Michael Aswa, first year philosophy. They are going to be arguing for the motion that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. And to my right, we have Brother Carlson, we have Brother Tando Cedric, second year philosophy, who is going to be the first speaker for the motion. And we are equally going to be having Brother Roland Dontio, who is going to be arguing against the motion that artificial intelligence is not a curse to humanity. I am going to be the host for this program of today, Bernard Asongne. Stay tuned as we bring to you this thrilling argument on the topic artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. Thank you and welcome back to our program Dmrtv Debate. And today we are going to be talking on the topic artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. And we know that once the stuff of science fiction, artificial intelligence is now rapidly transforming our world, from self-driving cars to medical diagnosis. Artificial intelligence, which is expanded at an unprecedented pace. But is this technological marvel a blessing, or does it hold a darker potential in today's society? Is the question we are going to be asking and clarifying ourselves today. And tonight we delve into a question of profound significance. Is artificial intelligence a curse to humanity? This is a question with no easy answer. It's no easy answer, and the impact of our decisions today will shape the future of tomorrow. And we have assembled two teams of experts, each prepared to present compelling arguments for this debate. Those arguing for the motion and those arguing against the motion that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. And so during the course of this debate, we shall be solving some humanity's most pressing challenges and for empowering progress. And so we'll be exploring the complex ethical, societal, economic ramifications of this powerful technology. And ultimately we are going to challenge ourselves today. We are going to challenge you, the televiewers, our audience, to consider your own opinions on these pivotal questions. And so we are going to kick off with the debate with the first speaker for the motion that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. Over to you, Brother Boris Otia.
Thank you very much, dear moderator, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak for the motion that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. To begin, Aristotle, an ancient philosopher, asserts that man is a rational animal composed of both the body and the soul. He further postulates that the main thing that differentiates man from animals is his free will and his capacity to think or reason using his intellect, that is, his rationality. But with the coming of artificial intelligence, which is the man-made intelligence or the unnatural intelligence created by man, we realize that man does not use his intelligence again to think. That is, man does not use his natural intelligence or his human intelligence to think. Rather, he relies wholly and fully on this artificial intelligence to think for him. If the capacity to think and reason makes man different from other animals, and man has given away that capacity by relying fully on this artificial intelligence, it is evident to say that this artificial intelligence has reduced man to a lesser being. Therefore, making man to be the frogs, making man to be like the frogs, to be like dogs, to be like cats, and even pigs, who are irrational and act by instinct, because man does not longer think for himself. Therefore, artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity because it has limited man to think beyond and discover the worthiness and the hidden potentials in his intellect. René Descartes, a modern French philosopher, asserts that God is perfection itself. Same as Saint Thomas Aquinas in his Summa Theologica, in part 1, question number 4 and article 1, he reiterates that God is the source of all perfection. Therefore, God is perfect. Deus perfectum. So, if God is perfection in itself, it means that all what he created in this world is the best. So, the human intelligence given to us by God is the best, and it is capable of knowing beyond our imagination. And so, what is the need of artificial intelligence when we have a human intelligence? It is like having your human eye and you are going in search for an artificial eye. Or it is like having your human leg and you are going in search for an artificial leg. between human eye and artificial eye, which one is more effective? Between human leg and artificial leg, which one is more effective? And to crown it all, between human intelligence and artificial intelligence, which one is more effective? It is obvious to say that human intelligence is more effective than artificial intelligence, because God, who is perfection in himself, creates only the best. So human intelligence is superior to artificial intelligence. But since some men are lazy to use their natural intelligence to think or reason for themselves, they tend to rely on this artificial intelligence to think and reason for them, which has brought a lot of harm to our humanity. For example, some people don't longer study again to know. Rather, they have conceived in their mind that this artificial intelligence is a place to get all solutions to any problem, situations, and questions. You see, even in hospitals, some doctors don't spend quality time to study and know different treatments for their patients anymore. Rather, they seek solutions directly from this artificial intelligence, making them to lose their ability to function independently. Some students too don't longer find interest in studying to know. So that's a pity. Rather, they rely in their knowledge gotten from artificial intelligence. Even assignments which are meant for personal research, they tend to copy directly from this artificial intelligence, making them not to be able to explain or defend the assignments they have done. This has killed creativity in our humanity. Come to think of it, what will be of our future in a time where students go to school and yet they rely wholly on artificial intelligence instead of developing their human intelligence? How will they be able to take over hospitals, banks, industries in the future, while they have no knowledge of their own but are relying fully on this artificial intelligence to think for them? I am afraid to say such a future can be nothing rather than a disaster and a big mess. So therefore, I still stand for the fact that artificial intelligence is a curse. In fact, it is a big curse to humanity. Thank you.
And listening from the first speaker for the motion, artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. He has highlighted so beautifully his points with clear examples and facts that man is a rational being. Man is a rational animal, distinct from all other created things, distinct from animals who have barely instinct and survive on instinct and not rationality. He has also made mention the point that man is created by God from a perfection, Deus perfecto. God himself is Deus perfecto, and if God is Deus perfecto, he cannot create something that is of lesser essence, that is of lesser being. And so God cannot create man, his intelligence, to be of lesser perfection to that created by others. Artificial intelligence is an artificial creation and not a God-given creation like the intelligence given to man from the day of creation. We have just listened from the first speaker for the motion, and now we have to pause and now pay attention to the arguments that are going to be posed by the first speaker against the motion, and that artificial intelligence is not a curse to humanity. And now let's listen to Tandu Cedric.
Good evening, Mr. Moderator. Good evening, lovers and esteemed viewers of Dmrtv. I stand here against the motion that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. Artificial intelligence is often viewed as a double-edged sword, with some hailing it as a revolutionary technology and others warning against its dangers. However, I strongly believe that artificial intelligence is not a curse to humanity. In fact, it has a potential to greatly influence humanity and society. Before I proceed with my arguments, I would like to define some key terms such as artificial intelligence, its etymological meaning, curse, and humanity. The term artificial intelligence was first coined in 1956 by John McCarthy, an American scientist and cognitive scientist. McCarthy organized the 1956 Diamond Summer Research Project on Artificial Intelligence, which is considered the birthplace of artificial fields of research. Etymologically, the term artificial intelligence is as follows. Artificial comes from the Latin word artificium, meaning skills or craft. Intelligence comes from the Latin word intelligentsia, meaning understanding or intellect. The concept of artificial intelligence has a root in ancient Greece, where myths were told of artificial beings created to serve human purpose in the 19th and 20th century. What then is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence, according to Martin Heidegger, is the manifestation of a framing of human existence where technology is used to control and dominate the world. On the other hand, Daniel Dennett defines artificial intelligence as the ability of a machine to perform tasks that would typically require human intelligence, such as reasoning, problem solving, and learning. Humanity, according to Jean-Paul Sartre, is defined as a freedom to choose and to create one's own existence. He believed that human are condemned to be free, meaning that we have the freedom to make our own choices and to take responsibility of the choices we made. A curse, according to Martin Heidegger, is a kind of ontological forgetfulness where human beings forget their own existence and the existence of others. To begin with, artificial intelligence is just a tool, and like any other tool, it can be used for good or evil. However, when it is used responsibly, it can help to solve some of humanity's most pressing problems, which spans from improved efficiency, enhancement of decision making, education and learning, cyber security. For instance, artificial intelligence automates repetitive and mundane tasks, freeing up human time and energy for more creative and strategic pursuits. Taking a practical example, in a school library where one might spend 2 or 3 hours looking for books in order to do his assignments, but at the same time where we locate some of these books, but knowing where exactly to find these materials, it can take a lot of time. And so, but with artificial intelligence, one can sit at the comfort of his room, and whatever the material is looking for, he can have it within less than no time, and without saving more time that is needed. Furthermore, artificial intelligence can analyze vast amount of data, identify patterns, and provide insight that can form human decision making. For instance, looking at population census in Cameroon, in which many parts of the country are not accessible, characterized with steep hills and deep valleys. Those who are involved in the head-to-head counting might face difficulties in reaching or having access in all homes, thereby providing a falsified and delayed data. But with artificial intelligence, time and energy are highly maximized and are employed in other areas. Fast and accurate results are often presented in less than no time as compared to the head-to-head counting that might take a lot of time. Furthermore, cyber security. Artificial intelligence can help and detect to prevent cyber threats, protecting individual businesses and government from data breaches and other cyber attacks. Artificial intelligence as a means to promote social good addresses issues such as inequality, access to education, health care services. Moreover, artificial intelligence system can also help to identify, prioritize areas of need and provide support and intervention to individuals. In addition, in the domain of health, artificial intelligence can be used to analyze medical images, diagnose diseases, and develop personalized treatment plans. Environmental conservation. It can be used to analyze, monitor environmental data, predict and prevent natural disaster, and optimize resources usage. For instance, in Cameroon, the Ministry of Agriculture has used Google AI to support agricultural practices. This is done by providing farmers with insight on soil health, crop yield, and weather patterns. Social injustice. This can be used to identify biases in system and government to develop strategies in addressing and overcoming these biases. For instance, the Google AI for social good has developed ranges of power tools to help address health and environmental conservation. From the above points listed above, I thereby stand on the point that artificial intelligence is not a curse to humanity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cedric Dando, for presenting to us those thrilling arguments, those soul-searching arguments, those very practical points that touch the core of artificial intelligence, bringing to us the definition of artificial intelligence, the root and etymology of a curse and humanity, all of that to boost your points. I think one of the points that came up so strongly in your argument is the whole issue of artificial intelligence can be used to solve man's most pressing issues and problems in society today. And another point which he also mentioned is the conservation and the preservation of time that AI has come to redeem. And so man who has been given his freedom must be given the opportunity to make those choices of his and to be able to bear those responsibilities. These are some of the thrilling points. These are some of the strong standing points that have been made mention by the first speaker against the motion that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. Before we get right on to continue to get more insights on this debate, let's take a break and come back. If you are just joining us, you are on to Dmrtv Debate, and today the focal point of our debate topic is artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. We have just rounded up with the first speakers for the motion and the first speaker against the motion with regards to our topic of today. And now, with the ball rolling, let us get what the second speaker for the motion has to say with regards to the topic on board artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. And I'll roll the ball to Michael Aswa, to Brother Michael Aswa of the first year of the philosophy class, to tell us what he has for the debate today.
Good evening, the moderator. Good evening, fellow viewers. I stand for the notion that artificial intelligence has brought unemployment in our today's contemporary society. This is because human labor has been replaced by machines. Stressing on Jean-Paul Sartre in his book Human Existence, he states that human productivity cannot be replaced by mechanical process. So, because human is unique, human beings are unique and has individual existence. Machines cannot easily adapt to change, while human personality can adapt to change. Today in our temporary society, machines are placed in hospitals to take care of patients. But when we look at it critically, these machines, they don't have any feelings as compared to human beings who can thoroughly take care of their fellow human being. Also, we can say artificial intelligence has caused communal
artificial intelligence has destroyed the spirit of communality, holding on to Aristotle, which says man is not an island, for man is a social being that needs to interact with those around him. Since man cannot live in isolation, Aristotle in his work Politics holds again that social creature, that human being is a social creature, that they find happiness and independent on relationship with their fellow brothers and sisters. Artificial intelligence in no way cannot replace this social cohesion between man and his fellow brothers. Instead, it has come about to destroy man's interaction, since man now find more pleasure on other social media platforms, and AI, which is not just a mere social media platform but rather a very dangerous social media platform that has come to replace the ability of man to act and to relate in its community, has come up with some negativity in the society, because now people now do concentrate interaction on phones and other social media platforms, and this has brought again another aspect in which this social media platform it can now discuss with human being, thereby throwing human being as a being behind and putting on machine ahead, making human also this has destroyed family spirit and communal relationship. Also, I hold on the point that artificial intelligence has brought about laziness in our society. Man, which is the highest grade of creation, embodied with moral ethics, has become lazy in performing his daily tasks. This is because with the coming of technology, man has been limited in his ability to act and think, thereby taking away the rationality of human being and the judgment ability of human being with the instinct that human being has, placing it on machines. Focusing on students and teachers, they don't longer put in more effort in their studies, since they believe more on this artificial intelligence, which gives fast response to questions and answers. And now this has brought down their reasoning capability and also slow the rate of education in our contemporary society, which has caused more harm than good. This has also brought about examination malpractices, since students don't longer study, but when they go in for exams, they go in with their phones so as to easily access the answers to their questions, this has come to a situation that man can never find a true knowledge, true wisdom and true understanding from this social media platform, unless man gets back to its seat and deliberate, think and study before man can come up with the true knowledge of what happens around him, the true knowledge of all circumstances that relates its environment. Therefore, I hold on the notion that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity, since it has devalued man as a person, as a rational being, putting him down to the lowest level as an animal. Thank you.
And those words from Brother Michael Aswa, presenting to us his ideas and his facts on artificial intelligence for the motion that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity, speaks and tells it all. As he says it, artificial intelligence has come to devalue man. Man remains a unique creature created by God in the image and likeness of God. Man is a creature created in the image and likeness of God. Man is unique, and machines can never replace the position of man in the society. Machines can never take over the place of man in contemporary society. AI's coming has gone a long way to destroy the spirit of communalism, has gone a long way to create a very big gap between that relationship that exists between man's neighbor, man's brother and his sister. And so AI has only gone a long way to bring about individualism, which is a major crisis in our contemporary world. As Charles Taylor will put it, individualism separates man from his brother. And so now, let's listen to our brother, second speaker against the motion, who will be telling us, bringing us his own ideas, his own facts on the topic matter: artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. Now let's listen to Brother Roland Dunto, who is going to talk to us. Brother Roland Dunto will talk to us on the facts that he has prepared. Brother, over to you.
Thank you very much, moderator. Good evening, dear viewers of the Dmrtv. I will be standing against the motion that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. If I may ask my opponent where they got their sources, then they may likely be directing me back to artificial intelligence as to where they got their materials, which is just a fact that artificial intelligence is not a curse to humanity, but rather is an aid to humanity. The points brought forth by my opponents that artificial intelligence brings forth laziness, unemployment, and a devalue to human reason. On the contrary, these points hold no ground in our world today. Following the 3 key points I shall be putting forward. Firstly, I have said that artificial intelligence has created more employment to humanity. In the job market, we shall find data scientists who are at work today. We shall find business intelligence developer, artificial intelligence specialists, quantitative analysts, artificial intelligence trainer, just to name a few. These are jobs available in the market today, and they are all due to artificial intelligence. It is all because of the presence of artificial intelligence that these jobs are made available. Then, why can't we give room for artificial intelligence in our world today? Why do we want to put it away when it has come to enhance humanity rather than to destroy it, as my opponent put them? I would like to add that artificial intelligence, that is the power tools, can improve accessibility for people with disabilities, such as language translation. So from the very first aspect, we have underlined that artificial intelligence has provided jobs for people, and so we cannot say that artificial intelligence has brought forth unemployment, but rather artificial intelligence has given jobs to humanity. And on this point, we can assert that artificial intelligence has come to solve the problem of those with the disability of translation. We realize that in interaction with one another, we mostly face the difficulties of understanding the other person's language. Therefore, artificial intelligence is there to solve such problems, is there to make us to interact with one another, is there to give us that opportunity to interact and not to feel unwanted in the society and in our world today. Artificial intelligence has come to give us a place with one another, has come to take away that barrier of language. Hence, artificial intelligence is coming to enhance humanity and not to destroy it. Thirdly, I would like to say that artificial intelligence is an enhancer to human rationality, in that it can automate repetitive and mundane tasks, thereby giving room for humans to focus more on creative and high-level works. We realize that as days are passing by, questions are being brought up, problems arise,
and solutions are being given to these problems. Answers are being given to questions, and these answers, when they are being given, artificial intelligence comes into play to solve these problems and these answers, so much that in the years ahead, when people come again with these same problems and with these same difficulties, they will not be able to go back to bother the humans to be able to give the same response. Maybe those who even gave the response then may not still be alive. Therefore, artificial intelligence being in place comes now to automatically provide responses and problems and solutions to the problems that may arise in future. Why can't we praise artificial intelligence in our present world? I would like to draw us back to some philosophers like Nick Bostrom, Daniel Dennett, David Chasman, who have spoken so positively about artificial intelligence. They hold on the notions that artificial intelligence can be designed to align with human values and promote human well-being. This is something very special and very important that these philosophers are bringing forth. Also, they assert that artificial intelligence can help to mitigate some of humanity's most pressing problems, such as climate change, creativity, and moral responsibility. Also, these philosophers also assert that artificial intelligence enhances capabilities such as intelligence, creativity, and responsibility. Furthermore, they also stand on the fact that artificial intelligence can promote transparency, explainability, and accountability in decision-making processes. Also, they say that artificial intelligence can help to reduce human bias and promote more equitable and compassionate societies. These are what philosophers hold. These are what philosophers have laid down to be able to give room for artificial intelligence in our world today. At this, I will conclude by standing for the motion that artificial intelligence, by standing against the motion that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, brother, for that wonderful and soul-searching exhortation and strong arguments put in place against the motion that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. I think you have elaborated your point strongly and clearly without fear of contradiction to anyone listening to you out there, and even to your opponents here at the studios of Divine Mercy Radio Television. And I think some of the points which came so powerfully in the course of your argument is the whole fact that artificial intelligence has come to enhance human condition, and by enhancing human condition, it has provided job opportunities to many persons out there with digital opportunities and job opportunities that the artificial intelligence has created. It has gone a long way to assist and to enable man in his dealings, in his day-to-day running of his activities. And artificial intelligence has come to solve the problem of persons, most persons with disability. And artificial intelligence has come now to assist those who have problems with hearing, those who have problems with visual, that is visually seeing, those who have problems with talking, and those who have problems or challenges with language. Artificial intelligence has come to solve all these problems. But now we are going into the high point of our debates, where we shall be getting the conclusions from the first speaker for the motion and the first speaker against the motion. They shall be rounding up their points for this debate, telling us if they are going to buy the stand that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity or it is not. We shall be getting this in a jiffy, in a moment ahead. But before we get that, let's get a short break and come back. Thank you very much. And if you are just joining us, we are on to the program Dmrtv Debate, and where we are talking today on the topic artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. And just to whet your appetite, we are on the second part of this debate, where we are rounding up with the point for the motion and against the motion. It's either those for the motion, they buy the points of those against, or those against the motion, they buy the points for those for the motion. But we are going to get a taste of that when we listen to the concluding points of their argument. And now let's listen now again to the first speaker for the motion, Otia Boris.
Thank you very much once more, dear moderator, for giving me another opportunity to conclude for the motion that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. But permit me to come back to my brother, the person who just spoke against the motion that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. He stated that our materials, he is sure that our materials were taken from artificial intelligence, which I want to make a distinction between Google and artificial intelligence. These are two different things. And Google is that's a machine learning. That's artificial intelligence, a machine. This is why Google is a search engine. And the primary aim of Google, his purpose is to provide information and services to users. And why artificial intelligence, it enables machines to perform intelligent tasks. So there's a certain difference, and you cannot tell us that we took our materials from artificial intelligence, because there is Google that helps us to get information. But artificial intelligence, it is like it's thinking for man. That's it want to take over. That's the intelligence of man. So coming back now to my conclusion, I would like to begin by giving the limitedness of this artificial intelligence. This artificial intelligence is a copy of the actual intelligence. It seeks to imitate the human brain, of which it cannot surpass the human brain. No matter the robot that has been created in this world, it is just a copy of the human brain. The human brain has millions of memory cells and can contain millions of gigabytes of information. So there has never been a successful imitation of the human brain, and so this artificial intelligence is limited. Everything in this artificial intelligence was put and created by human intelligence. And so if things were not put into this particular artificial intelligence by human intelligence, then this artificial intelligence would not exist. Therefore, artificial intelligence is limited. So going to the fact now where human beings are now relying completely on what is limited, it is logical to say that their actions and their ability to be creative cannot go beyond artificial intelligence, bringing about intellectual sloth, that's the laziness to think for themselves. Martin Heidegger, a contemporary philosopher, has said that care is a fundamental aspect of human existence, and that it involves a concern for the well-being of others. But with the presence of artificial intelligence, man has lost that fundamental aspect of human existence, which is the care for one another. That care for one another is no more there, because many people now, they rely to text or to discuss with artificial intelligence, making them to neglect those around them. Like my brother for the motion earlier said, making them to neglect that particular communion, that bond between the family or those around. But they focus more on the people that are out, which cannot really bring a certain relationship. So this artificial intelligence has affected the family in a very negative way, that there's no communion, there's no communality within the family. Many people are thinking, and they say you can have a dad, your father, and you don't really know your father, because you can be living in the house, with your father, your mother, everybody's there, but everybody realize that the main focus is on the artificial intelligence. We have Meta AI that is present now on our WhatsApp. If you look, most people are using it to text with artificial intelligence, which they neglect to ask and to know more about their brother or the person living with them. So it has really brought a lot of disaster, a lot of disunity in our humanity. So I would like to conclude by giving the statement which Pope John Paul II in his apostolic exhortation Familiaris Consortio, which is emphasizes on the importance of family unity, stressing that the future of humanity passes through the family. So as a family, we are supposed to unite ourselves, and we cannot be uniting ourselves when we are relying on artificial intelligence or we are texting instead of trying to know one another in the house. You go to a house and you are shocked to see that everybody is busy on the phone, texting things, texting different people, but there's no sense of connection between the father and the daughter, between the daughter and the mother, because everybody is busy discussing different people and even on the AI itself. So that's why Pope John Paul II emphasizes on that Familiaris Consortio, and even in his letter, that's his letter to the family, Gratissima Sane, in 1994, he assessed the need for family to be built on love and mutual respect. So you cannot know somebody without you cannot love somebody without you knowing the person. And when you are using artificial intelligence, it limits you to know the other person because you are focused on the artificial intelligence and you neglect to know your brother, and you cannot love the person. So artificial intelligence has caused a lot of harm to our humanity. So I therefore conclude by still standing on the fact that artificial intelligence is a curse, and I repeat, it is still a big curse to humanity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brother Otia, for those points which you have raised. I think what comes out clearly is the question, and that God asks Cain and Abel when they were in the garden, that Cain, where is your brother Abel? I think the question of where is your brother Abel is the question that AI is posing to the society and that we have to answer. And AI is merely a copy of human intelligence, and it is not and cannot stand the ground of human intelligence, and flowing from Plato's idea and theory of the forms. Plato says that this world is a mere copy of the world which is above this, the world which is above this world, this present contemporary world. Plato holds that this world cannot be compared to the world of intelligibility, just the same as how AI is just a mere copy of human intelligence. It can never and cannot replace human intelligence. AI has made us to be able, AI has made us to neglect the fundamental ethics to care for our brothers and sisters. Those were the points highlighted strongly and made firm by the speaker for the motion, and that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. I don't know if Cedric Tando is going to take this to heart and accept defeat at the moment and close his eyes and close his mouth and ears to what has just been posed by his opponents, or he's going to debunk it with some elaborate points.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Just to refute or debunk the argument posed by my opponent that artificial intelligence has come to devalue man, and I would like to ask him the following question: that if artificial intelligence has come to devalue man, then looking at the possibility or the positive impacts of artificial intelligence, like in detecting disasters that are to occur in the nearest future, given the fact that during the 1984 and 1986 disasters that happened in Cameroon, that is the Lake Nyos and the Mount Cameroon erosion, and given the fact that if by then artificial intelligence was present, the number of persons that died during these these incidents could have happened. And so, but given the fact that looking at America, a system that which America has produced in Turkey and in Syria, it has helped to detect earthquakes and also give responses to where these things are happening. People are able to provide the various needs in less than no time, and so thereby saving lives. And so if you are going by the assertion that artificial intelligence has come to devalue man, how then is it at the same time responding to the need of man? Because for instance, once something has happened in a particular area, before men are being dispatched into these particular areas, goods and services, before counting the number of persons who are there and to respond to their needs, many people must have died. But with artificial intelligence, it can access a large amount of data, know the number of needs in which this person needs, and so with less than no time, these goods and services are being provided in order to ease the situation from devastating. And before to proceed to my argument, artificial intelligence as a tool to augment human capacities. What you have noted is the fact that artificial intelligence has not come to replace human intelligence as propounded by my opponent, but rather it serves as a means to augment and enhance our capacities. Artificial intelligence acts as a complement to human intelligence. Furthermore, artificial intelligence has come to bridge the gap between the more intelligent and the less intelligent, making all human beings being equal. For instance, looking at our society today, we discover that people, though all of us have human intelligence, but there are some others our knowledge are not the same. Like the mad person, for instance, the way I reason or the way you reason rationally is not the same way a madman can reason. But this person, the artificial intelligence, all of us were the same. So that gap between the more intelligence and the less intelligence in the society is no longer there, because this artificial intelligence can be implanted in the mind of individuals, and every individual can reason the same. And so in addition, the essence of man is humanity, and given the fact that artificial intelligence is a byproduct of humanity, artificial intelligence can never hamper on the humanity of human beings, because we can only talk about humanity as an intensive nature of human beings. That is their form. Talk about the form, we talk about the substantial form. In a nutshell, it is a metaphysical blunder to say that the humanity of man can be hampered with artificial intelligence, because human beings themselves have no control over their humanity, but rather it is a divine mark to him. And if artificial intelligence is a product of man, and if man is a product of the divine craftsman, it therefore means that man is creating. And if man is creating, it means that man is also creating with his creator. And if man happens to create artificial intelligence, he is also participating in creating with his creator. And if my opponent will say that artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity, then he's also saying that it is also a curse to God. And if it is a curse to God, then we are infringing on the attribute of God, which implies that God is not omnipotence, omniscience. For if he knows that artificial intelligence will be a curse to man, in which he loves so much, he won't tolerate it. But since artificial intelligence now, and he has bettered human flourishing, there is no way we can say that it is a curse to humanity. There is hope in the future that human beings might even be compared to be like angels. Talking about the easiness, making the world a global village, the connectivity and the creation of communion. With the above mentioned facts stated above, I still maintained my tenacious grip without any iota of contradiction that artificial intelligence is not a curse to humanity. Furthermore, artificial intelligence in politics, it is increasingly being used in politics. It is a double-edged sword. On the other hand, artificial intelligence helps politicians to personalize voters' outreach, tailor speeches, and marketing materials. It amplifies election narratives. All powerful tools can also be used to analyze large amount of data to identify a trend and patterns, helping campaigners to make more informed decisions. Furthermore, looking at politicians, Politicians can just sit in their comfort of their zone, pass in their informations, and looking at especially in the African continents, where it is marked with violence, especially after elections, because of the fact that elections are being reached, and so adequate and succinct information or data analysis are not being provided by human beings, because human beings are often right to mistakes. And so with this, we discover that if our government nowadays could inculcate method of artificial intelligence in our electoral processes, it will help to resolve these issues that evolves as a result of electoral processes. And so it is on this that I still maintain my grip that artificial intelligence is not a curse to humanity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tando Cedric, for those very thrilling points which you have elaborated so wonderfully. I think for those who have had the opportunity to follow during the course of this debate, I'm sure you are at a dilemma now. It's either you go for the motion or you go against the motion. But I think brother has elaborated, he has corroborated, he has made known to us his stand with regards to this debate, and some of the points which he was highlighting, I took note of, is the whole aspect of artificial intelligence has come to aid man to detect major human disasters, natural disasters like earthquakes, like landslides and the rest. Artificial intelligence has come to aid man at that. Artificial intelligence can store larger amounts of data that man cannot boast to store up. Artificial intelligence does this with ease. Artificial intelligence has not come to take away human intelligence, but rather to aid and to support man in his own faculty and in the process of thinking and reasoning. Man, above all, is a co-creator with God. Man is a co-creator with God, his maker. And so if man, who is a co-creator with God, his maker, has gone a step to be able to fashion, to be able to come out, to be able to bring about this spatial intelligence, then man is in accordance with the creative motive of God, which says, go to the world and create. I have given you the world. Dominate it. Be there and subdue the earth. I think that's what man is doing. Those are the points that came clear and during the course of this debate. I think their opinions, we must note that they are here to give us facts with regards to the debate, and they are not giving us their personal opinions out of their research and out of their findings and intellectual work. They have brought to us these points with regards to this debate. But before we go, it is right and just that we give an opportunity to Reverend Father Benjamin Fon, who has always been here, to give us his own idea, his own opinion too, about what he can say with regards to artificial intelligence and the whole idea of it being a curse or a blessing to humanity. But before he comes, let's get a short break before we hear him. Thank you very much. We want to thank Father Benjamin Fon for those beautiful ideas and contribution to our topic of today. We thank all our televiewers for following us during this session of our debate, which has been based on the topic artificial intelligence is a curse to humanity. We thank all those who have followed us. We thank the broadcasters who have been there, JC Agum and Brother Ambu Stasang, who has been there to ensure and to enable us to be able to fulfill this task of this project, which is a debate, Dmrtv Debate. And here at the studios of Divine Mercy Radio Television, we equally want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to those who have been arguing during the course of this debate. To my left, you have those who have been arguing for the motion, Brother Boris and Brother Michael, and those who have been arguing against the motion, we have Brother Cedric and Brother Roland. We thank them so much for getting into this debate and giving us their contributions. I have been Bernard Asongne at the host for this program. It was wonderful being with you, televiewers. Till next time, it's bye-bye on our part. Thank you. and stay tuned to Dmrtv for more interesting programs.